Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJ Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today is April 2nd, 2024. It is broadcast 1026. It is day 179 since the attack on Israel by Hamas. We have held each other as friends from all over the world come together just to say hi, to say good morning, to say Boker Tov, as Jonathan just said, to learn some Torah together, to hold each other up, to support each other. It's been a blessing, friends, to be part of this community as we continue to find each other every single morning. Peter and Deborah, Boker Tov, Linda, Rosa, good morning. Hi, Arlene. Barry and Anya and Dale, Joyce, Lydia, and good morning. Good to see you. Hi, Jen. And good morning. Tells you how long I've been doing this. Debbie and Arlene. Yes, we are counting for Penny. She's on the road, but made sure to email Arlene and to email me. It's broadcast 1026. Catherine and Adrian, good morning. Hi, Deborah. Sharon and April. Lisa and Heather. Good morning, everyone. I hope all of you are safe and well. Let's take a second to say good morning to a few more friends, and then we'll sing a blessing, learn some Torah. Marilyn and Judy, Boker Tov. Hi, Madeline. Hope that you are well. Susan, Julie Ann, Stan, and Diane. So good to see you, my friends. All right. Here we go. Take a breath, everybody. Let's sing a blessing. Learn some Torah. Hi, Fabrice. Hi, David. Hi, Barbara. Cheryl. Good morning. Hi, Adele. Hi, Rhonda. Everyone. Cheryl, you are remembering your mother on what would have been her 91st birthday. May her memory be for a blessing. Happy birthday to her, and thank you for giving us the chance to dedicate Torah to her memory. Michelle, it's good to see you too. All right, friends, let's get started with a little bit of Torah. There's a lot going on, as there always is, and a lot of it involves grief. A lot of it involves loss. And this Parsha actually gives us a chance to really think about what that moment means. It doesn't explain it, and in fact, that's part of the lesson here. Let me review some of the story in Parshat Shemini and then make a point. In Parshat Shemini, the dedication of the Mishkan, of the portable desert tabernacle, takes place, and we know that it works because God shows up, and however strange that sounds to your ears, and it should sound strange, the Torah depicts God's cloud as pervading the Mishkan, and when the sacrifices are offered as directed, fire shoots out, the text says, milifnei Adonai, from before God, and devours the sacrifices. Whatever you believe about the literal truths or history of the text. Just allow the story to be there. That's what happens to the sacrifice. And then Nadav and Avihu, two children of Aaron the high priest, come forward and they offer, they take their incense pans and they offer a sacrifice that was not commanded. And that makes it a strange sacrifice. We don't quite know what was strange about it, but the text calls it an Eish Zara, a strange fire. And that has been used by many artists and commentators over the years, including a brilliant album by the Indigo Girls some years ago. And here's what I want to point out. The response, not of the commentators and not of the community, the response of Aaron, a newly bereaved father whose sons died in the most sudden and inexplicable way, with fire shooting out from before God, whatever that means. The text says, Vayidom Aharon. He was silent. And when he was silent, Moses steps forward and says, oh, this must be what God meant when God said, Bikrovai Kadesh, with those who come closest to me am I sanctified. Now, I don't want to attack Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our teacher. And how do I know what he knows? But all too often, in moments of grief and loss, people who are well-intentioned show up at Shiva homes and elsewhere, and they offer explanations. David, you're sharing that your friend Marty died, and I'm so sorry. The response to loss should not be, and Moses does the wrong thing according to many, many commentaries, should not be an explanation. An explanation that validates loss. You know, who taught this very well? Blue Greenberg, a major scholar and author. Her son JJ, in 2002, was out taking a bicycle ride and was killed by a careless driver who sped through a yellow light. And when Blue and her beloved husband, Rabbi Yitz Greenberg, when they were sitting Shiva, this is her language, most people came with no forethought, agenda, or explanation, though a few, out of good intention and compassion, tried to justify God or soften the loss by giving it some meaning. This is what they said. This is what they said, according to a commentary that Blue wrote about this week's Torah portion. She remembers that they said, he was so good that God needed him by God's side. And she, unable to hold back her words, responded, but we on earth need him more. When Moses offers an explanation as to why Nadav and Avihu die, maybe what he did wrong was offer an explanation. Loss is very complicated, and it is a Jewish tradition when you visit someone in mourning to not initiate a conversation. It's actually one of the hardest things, and many people don't know about this tradition. When you go to a Shiva house, your obligation actually is just to sit down and to be physically present and to wait for the person who is in mourning to speak. It's very hard to do that. I learned that lesson when I was traveling with Rabbi Morty Leifman of blessed memory to pay a Shiva call for someone. And he told me in advance, it's going to be uncomfortable, but follow my lead and don't say anything until they speak to you. When they speak to you, you can respond. Aaron's silence, who am I to say it makes sense? But Aaron's silence feels right in the face of the inexplicable. And the laws of Shiva, the traditions of Shiva, honor that inexplicable grief and loss. You know, some people believe, I've heard people say, it's not actually a Jewish idea. You know, she's in a better place, he's in a better place. No, this is the better place, by our sides. That's what love means. And grief is a natural and important thing to feel when we have losses. So the idea that this is explainable, explicable, definable, justifiable, we don't do that. Moses did the wrong thing. He tried to fill up the space with loving words. Who can blame him for loving his brother and being in grief about his own nephews? But the explanation doesn't work. Nothing works. We're here to offer up our quiet, supportive, comforting presence. This week's Parsha, Parshat Shemini, tells us about a terrible loss in Aaron's life. And the text does not hold back where it thinks Moses has gone wrong. It shows the story, and commentators do not hold back in our understanding of what needs to happen. So if we were to take wisdom from here, friends, in a world where there is currently a lot of loss, we don't answer why. We sit in the pain and in the grief, and we offer our comfort, we offer our amen. There's no explanation. And the attempt to defend why loss is okay minimizes the value of human life itself. Vayidom Aharon, Aaron's silence, will never really understand. Will never really understand what he was feeling. But that's not our right to know. It's his right to feel. In these moments of our people's struggle, and I'm not drawing a direct connection this teaching, there are people who contextualize pain, who explain away the ugliness of war, as if that could absorb all the sadness. An additional dimension that we just need the space to experience is the feeling itself. When you have a feeling, friends, it's your friend's responsibility just to be present and to honor you enough to say, Hineni, I'm here. I get to say hi to my son, Rav, who's here. Love you. So glad you're having a good time. So friends, if I could bless us with one very simple, and it's not simple really, but it is a straightforward piece of wisdom for today, is to honor the feelings. When there is sadness for you, it's our job as your community just to be present with you and to let you go through it, but never make you feel like you're going through it alone. Don't explain it away. I can't take the pain away, but I can be present with you. And we all take turns. It really is just a matter of time before we each are the one in need of comforting. And so as Robin said, Hineni. That's the gift. As Arlene said, to just be there. Not with an explanation, just comfort. So I bless you, friends. May you know very little sadness. But when you do, we'll be there for you. Your Jewish community, your larger community, your friends, please God, we will show up with some quiet wisdom. And that quiet wisdom is actually really quiet, and that's the wisdom. May we show up wholeheartedly, ready to support each other in the ways that we truly need. Aaron's silence is hard. Of course it's hard. It's hard. So, bless you, friends. Bless you. Yes, the book that Joanne is referencing is, I think, among the greatest guides. I'll just grab my copy of it. If you're looking for a book recommendation that says everything we're saying in the most eloquent way by one of the most important rabbis of our day, Rabbi Sharon Brous, read The Amen Effect. This is how we comfort everybody. Janetta sending you comfort, strength. We're here. Let's sing our Amen for the rest of our family too. on this 179th day of war. Let's be present. Kolon balevav penima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefatei mizrach kadima ayin letzion Sophia on lo avda tikvateinu hatikva bat shnot alpayim liot am chofshi be'artzeinu Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim liot am chofshi be'artzeinu Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim. Sending love, friends. Bring them home now. Bring them home now. Am Yisrael Chai. See you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.